Hey, hello everyone and welcome back. It's good to see you again. I hope you're all enjoying autumn time as much as I do. Well, here in Germany it's really autumn now. Like it's already end of October, but since it had rained during the last weeks, I had the impression that this year autumn came a little later because the trees were still very green, and you can see it that they're still quite green. I mean, there are many orange and yellow leaves everywhere, but it feels like it's just starting. And I like it because we've also had years where autumn was passing very quickly and it was gone like this. And this year I have the impression that it's staying a bit longer, and I like that because I really love autumn time. So since my last vlog is already about a month ago, I thought I will just share a little bit what happened during the last weeks and what my children and I have been up to during the last time. And so in my last vlog I talked a bit about my trip to Sweden. I have been there with my mom to get to know the country a bit, but also to look for houses. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I will link you the vlog here so you can watch it if you want to. So what I haven't talked about yet is that my children and I have been to Switzerland in late summer as well, to visit my sister and her family. So we drove there by car. It took us some hours, and we stayed in the house of my sister and her fiance during our stay for about 1 week. And it was a really wonderful time because my sister and her fiance, they have 2 children as well, and their children and my children like each other very much, and they played together and had fun together. And they live in the mountains, like in the middle of the mountains. It's a beautiful surrounding, and I haven't been to Switzerland for quite some time. When I was a child, and my brothers and sisters too, maybe you've already seen or heard in other videos that I have many brothers and sisters. I have like 5 brothers and 3 sisters, so we were 9 children all in all. When we were younger, my father took us sometimes in the winter to drive ski or snowboarding. Later on we switched to snowboard. And we have been to Switzerland sometime for skiing and snowboarding, but as I said, I haven't been there for a long time, and I really enjoyed the view on the mountains. And so anyway, we've been outside every day for hiking. There was this beautiful waterfall nearby their house where we went to, and yeah, that was really beautiful.
Mama.
And one day we went up a mountain with a lift. We went hiking there, and it was really beautiful up there. Like, it was so calm. Although there have been quite some people in this lift going up, when we were up there we didn't see anybody. It was really kind of lonely and very quiet, and the fresh air, this mountain landscape. There even was a lake up there, and the children also found some snow, which made them very happy. And yeah, so all in all, it was very beautiful. But this day should end up as a very scary and stressful day in a way, because
Wollen wir zu deiner Geburtstagsfeier hier? Ja, und hier feiern. Oh, den Riesen.
super. Und geschafft.
Und ich auch. Bye.
So my son Noah climbed around here and there, and he was going very fast. Like, in 1 minute he was here, and in the next minute he was there, and couldn't really figure out. I already told him that he should slow down a bit, but he was just so excited about these mountains and about the snow especially. He had seen a very big snow field, which was really far away, but I know how it was as a child, when I was a child. If you see something that is really far away, it seems sometimes that it's quite close. Like, you think, oh, you can see it, so you can walk there. And just when you're a little older, you get that feeling for distances. So later on, he told me that he wanted to go to this snowfield, but I will tell you one after the other. So Noah was climbing up a little mountain. It wasn't that big, and my sister and I were taking care of the smaller children. And at one point he just went over the top of that mountain, and we didn't see him anymore. I mean, we saw him when he was up there, and we even called for him that he should come down, but he probably didn't want to hear us. So he just went further on, and we couldn't see him anymore. So I went after him, but when I reached the top of that mountain, he was out of my sight again. And so the searching started. I called and called him many times and hoped that he heard me and would come back. but I didn't get any answer. And I started to get frightened that anything could happen. And I mean, it really can be dangerous in the mountains. There are glaciers and canyons, and if you're not very familiar to that surrounding and circumstances, which Noah isn't, you can easily fall down somewhere. So I was really scared in a way, and I was just hoping and praying that he would be safe and that he would come back and find also that he wouldn't got lost somewhere, that he would find back his way to the place where he left and where my sister stayed with the children. So after about half an hour of me walking around and looking, maybe it was even more, my sister called me and told me that thank God Noah was arriving back to that place. He was like coming down on his ass on a mountain, like I don't know, slide it down in a way. He was crying and all upset, but they were just happy that he was safe and alive and back. And then she also told me that I would have to hurry up because I had only about 30 minutes left to come back to the lift station, which would go down for the last time on that day. So I was in stress again. I really had to hurry up. So I rushed all the way back, and I called the lift station and explained the case, and they even waited for 5 minutes, and I reached that lift totally breathless, red-faced, and I just cried tears of joy and relief that my son was safe and fine and alive, and that I could finally take him in my arms again, and also because because I reached that lift station in time. So that was a very emotional day for all of us, but we also learned a lot from this experience. So I hope something like that won't ever have to happen again. It was a big lesson for all of us, and I think sometimes you need a little shaker like that in life to really appreciate this life again as what it is, and also to realize how serious it can get sometimes if you don't take life very serious. So yeah, as I said, it was a big lesson for us, and we were just very happy and very relieved after that. And the next day were much more peaceful and quiet, and Noah said he would never go up a mountain anymore in his life. And so yeah, it was very dramatic for everyone. So yeah, but the rest of the time we spent there was all fine, and all in all we really had a beautiful time in Switzerland, and we made many nice memories. So we came back to Germany, and about 2 weeks more or less later we drove up north, like to northern Germany, and stayed there for a while and had like a second vacation. But I think I will tell you about that in the next vlog, because I don't want this vlog to get too long, and I hope that I will upload the other vlog very soon. So if you're interested in getting to know northern Germany a bit, stay tuned and watch the next video. And I hope that you're all doing fine. I hope that you're safe and healthy, and take care, and see you next time. Mwah. Bye bye!